Welcome people, we are back at it again with another video. In today's video, I'll be giving a preview to the game Chelsea versus Brentford tomorrow at Stamford Bridge around 1:30 in the afternoon, South African Standard Time. Now, this game isn't the biggest game of our season, but it does have significance nonetheless, right? From two points of view. First of all, it's a West London derby, right? Now, that's significant because of the fact that last season we fell off, right? And I think we might have been the worst of all the London teams last season in terms of where we finished in the league. I stand corrected on that, but I think we were the worst, right? So for us to reclaim our position as the pride of London, right? We need to be winning London derbies, right? So it's key from that point of view, right? Another point of view, which shows its significance, is the fact that it's our last game before we play league leaders Tottenham, right, on the 6th of November, right? That's gonna be on a Monday. So yeah. Now for us to get anything out of that game, whether it's gonna be a draw, whether it's gonna be a win, we need to go into that game with confidence, right, and momentum. And there's no better way to add to the confidence that we're starting to have and to build on there's no better way to build on the momentum that we already have from the recent results than to beat Brentford tomorrow, right? Now, the team that I have in my mind, I think should beat Brentford rather convincingly, right? It's just about being clinical in front of goal, not allowing them to have too many chances and being clinical in front of goal. We saw that last time out, right? Against Arsenal, we had a 2-goal lead and we let that slip. So tomorrow we might need 3 goals to win the game. Who knows, right? But without further ado, let's get into the starting 11. Now, I would go with a 4-2-3-1, and in goal, I'll go Robert Sanchez. Now, a lot of Chelsea fans will be quite quite upset with Robert Sanchez still for his actions against Arsenal, right? For his transgression against Arsenal, in which he gave the ball away, allowing Declan Rice to score a very good goal, right? I feel like we need to move past it, right? We need to say, okay, this happened and we need to move past it, right? I don't think he should be dropped for two reasons. Number one, dropping him would basically communicate to him that he's not allowed to make mistakes, right? And what I mean by that is if you drop him now, the next time he plays, he's going to be focused so hard on not making a mistake that I think it's going to make it more likely that he will actually make a mistake that costs us. So we don't want to create a situation like that. I think what I'd like to see is a situation where he's made a mistake, he needs to learn from it, but he needs to also not be afraid of making mistakes when he's playing. So yeah. Then number two is would Petrovic even be ready to play against Brentford? You know what I'm saying? Because Brentford, they're not doing that great at the moment. They're 14th, right? 2 points behind us, right? But at the same time, he's been on the bench, bro. He hasn't even had a Carabao Cup game. What do you mean he's replacing Sanchez in the starting 11? If I see Petrovic in that starting 11 tomorrow, I'll be very, very shocked. So, yeah, I think we just need to move past this whole Arsenal mistake, and we just need to focus on him improving, him learning from that mistake and being more precise with his distribution, not giving the ball away, all those good things, right? So, yeah, he starts in goal. At right back, I'll go Malo Gusto, right? He had a part to play in us throwing away the win because for the second goal, he should have been tracking Leandro Trossard and he wasn't. So, yeah, but at the same time, what we need to keep in mind is the fact that he's a young player, he's going to make mistakes. What he needs to do is just like Sanchez, learn from that mistake and let's keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, Reece James cannot start tomorrow, right? Because of the fact that Mauricio Pochettino said he's not quite ready, right? He's nearly there, but he's not quite ready. So he'll start from the bench, which means that Malo Gusto will start without a shadow of a doubt. So yeah, moving on to, moving on into the right centre back position, I'll go Thiago Silva, right? And left centre back position, I'll go Levi Colwill. Left back, I'll go Kukurea, right? Now, with the centre backs, the reason I've gone Colwill over Disasi is because Disasi has been good this season, but the last game that he played was against Burnley quite a while ago, right? and he didn't go away with his country France to play during those internationals. So it's been a little while since he's played, right? And I don't think we should be playing him in a game in which we really have to win, to just build up momentum, right? To improve our league position, we really have to win. So I'm not sure introducing a player who's been out for a little while is the best thing to do. So let's play Colwell and just move on, right? As for the left back, Marco Correa, he kept Saka quiet last week, relatively quiet. So it would be very unfair for him to just be dropped all of a sudden. Like, he goes from keeping one of the best players in the league quiet, right, over 90 minutes, to being dropped against Brentford. That's crazy, bro. That is crazy. So he starts in the double pivots. Enzo Fernandez and Moises Caicedo. That's an easy decision, right? And then the three players in front of them will go in the number 10, Conor Gallagher, right? To Conor Gallagher's left, on the left wing, we go Misha Mudryk. And on the right wing, we'll go Cole Palmer, right? Now, up top, we'll go Nicholas Jackson, right? Now, let me explain why I've decided to drop Raheem Sterling, right? I've decided to drop Raheem Sterling and start Nicholas Jackson because I want to give Jackson a chance and an opportunity to show what he can do, right? When I'm looking at the three players behind him, right? Gallagher, Mudryk, and Palmer, I'm seeing three players who can create a lot of chances for him, right? How so? First of all, Conor Gallagher specializes in winning the ball back high up the pitch. That's one thing that he's doing, right? And he's also improving his passing, right? And which is really, really great to see. So from that point of view, I'm thinking Connor's gonna win the ball back high up the pitch quite a few times tomorrow, right? Which is gonna create chances for us, right? Which directly leads to chances being created for the big man up top, and then it's up to him to take those chances. As for Cole Palmer, right, he plays with poise, he plays with elegance, right? He finds he finds a good he finds good pockets of space to occupy on the pitch, and then from there, his passing and his vision are really, really good. So I'm looking at that and thinking that can help us create chances tomorrow, right? He's silky smooth, he's doing very, very well at the moment. He needs to keep playing. As for Misha Mudryk, he also needs to keep playing simply because of the fact that he's finally finding his mojo. He's finally finding his groove. He's starting to feel at home at Chelsea. You know what I'm saying? He scored last time out against Arsenal, right? From a very improbable from a very improbable position, right? Which is fantastic, right? And I feel like now because he's just playing with less pressure on himself, he's enjoying himself a lot more, right? I feel like he can be a threat going forward, right? On the counter, right? I feel like he can exploit those spaces in behind Brentford, and who knows, maybe he could just be running down the left wing, right? Getting to the touchline, putting in a cross for Nicholas Jackson, and Jackson heads it home, So, yeah, I think those three players behind him, they can create a lot of chances for him, and then it'll be up to him to be clinical and to take his chances. If Jackson doesn't take his chances tomorrow, right, then 60, 70 minutes into the game, take him off, bring on Sterling, and let's see what Sterling can do. But I first want to see what Jackson can do in a very ideal environment, right? An environment in which a lot of chances are being created for him, and also we are playing at home. So, yeah, I expect nothing but the best from him. Now, a few updates. Armando Broya is out once again, right, due to the irritation on his left knee. But that's quite surprising for me because I saw a picture of him training earlier this week. So I'm thinking, what's going on here? But I'm not too worried about it, right? I'm just thinking that it's a precaution, right? They don't want it to be something bad, right? So they just want to, how can I say this? They just want to protect him, right? But he should be fine pretty soon, I think. Now, as for Christopher Nkunku, right? I think he was a 62 million pound signing, right? From RB Leipzig. He got injured in preseason, right? And he's been injured ever since. However, it's looking like he'll be back by the end of the November international break, which will be from the 13th of November to the 21st of November, which is actually very good because I thought his timeline was supposed to be him returning in early December. So if he's coming back before that, that's fantastic. But obviously, let's not try to rush him back. Just manage his load in terms of how he's trading, how he's playing in games and stuff like that. Right? Let's not rush him back and then he gets injured again for no reason. So yeah, I think that's all I have to say for this video. Not the longest video. So yeah, please like the video, share the video, comment on the video, right? Hit the bell notifications to be notified once I've uploaded. And yeah, peace people. Thank you for watching. Good night. Up the Chelsea. Let's go.